What is up, everybody? We are back in Kerbal, and if I seem really unenthusiastic, I've actually had to go out today and do some adult stuff, and I'm absolutely knackered. But I will apologise really quick because this video is only going to be about 10 minutes because I wanted to show you something. Now we are back in testing grounds, and yes, I'm looking at my screen and pulling funny faces, but we're back in testing grounds because last time we were here, before we started recording, I actually removed a ship that I had on the launch pad, which was my attempt at like an Apollo style, yet not an Apollo style launch system. It's basically the main rocket area is the Apollo, kind of like it launches and then it detaches and then it launches. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing, and it kind of looks similar, but it's also got some other stuff on it, which I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to show you. So it's no longer in the launch pad. Hopefully it's in the VAB. I did save it. It's called Mun 1. And we're going to go check it out. And we're going to see if it actually works today. And let's just jump into this. Alright, so it is loaded in. And I'm just going to hide it off screen for a second. Because I want to show you what a stupid thing this is. So I'm going to zoom out. And you can see, oh look, there's quite a lot of engines. And then we're going to zoom up. And you can now see that it's not really an Apollo-style rocket. The middle, I tried to make it. So if you look at the middle, right, ignore this. So they fire, then they detach, and then the main rocket at the bottom fires, then it detaches, right, and then we've got a rocket pretty much right under that, right there, attached to this fuel tank right here, these two. And then obviously, you know, that fires, and then the fairing itself, which has the lander inside, as you can see right here. So we've got a small, can I get in any closer? Yeah, we can, okay. So we have a little engine here, fuel tank, monopropellant, some a communication system, power systems and all that kind of stuff, and a crew hatch for 3, and then if it won't let me zoom up anymore, will it? Wait, no, okay. And then right at the top, if I can get up there we go, I have the Mark 1 lander can, I believe. Yeah, the Mark 1 lander can, some 4 legs, 5, what are they called now? Fuel tanks. Let's go into the fuel tanks real quick. Zoom back up. 5 of these, the Oscar B fuel tanks, and then right on the top, right there, we've just got the tiny little engine right there, the Spark liquid fuel engine, and all the fuel filters around and directly into the main tank, which the engine is sat on top of. And really, I wanted to give this a test today to see if we can get out of the atmosphere, maybe to a lunar orbit. And as you can see, I do have MechJeb. The thing is, you probably think, oh, you should just fly by the seat of your pants and do it that way. No. Are you kidding me? Not even astronauts did it that way. Sure, they had to do a bunch of manual stuff, but they had a lot of computers computing the stuff. So yeah, it's called Mun 1. I don't know how to get the U with the 2 dots on it. So let's launch this, and let's see if we can get... you know, we'll say let's see if we can get into the orbit of Mun. If we can get into the orbit of the Mun, then I'm actually going to see. I might see if we can drop down and have a bit of fun. But let's launch this. All right, so I really have no idea how this is going to go. I've got my SAS on, so it looks like it might be a bit wobbly. You can't actually see all this stuff behind me, but I need it on. It's like behind my camera right now. But it tells me like my electric charge, my oxidizer, my liquid fuel, and my monopropellant. Inside we have Jeb, Bill, Bob. And that is it. We're going up with the 3 main astronauts there. We don't have Valentina. I could have stuck her in the lander can. But what I wanted to do is Apollo style and transition someone into the can while up there. So that's why we've only gone with 3 today. I don't know how this is going to go. Now immediately what I'm going to do right from the get-go is I need ascent guidance. Now if you don't know how to use MechJeb, neither do I. Which makes it fun. But I can set my orbital altitude. I want to change that to a good 120. I'm going to have my orbital inclination. I'm not going to prevent overheats. I could, but I can't be asked. Does it have auto warp? It does have auto warp, which means we will get up there and launch into an orbit. But apart from that, there's not much else to do apart from throttle all the way up, kiss our ass goodbye, and launch. Now, by the way, not lag. It's actually that heavy. It's really heavy with these 4 extra boosters on the side. It's really heavy. and it's gonna slowly work its way up. It is worth it though. This is something that I spent maybe, I don't want to say 30 minutes, maybe about 20 minutes designing. Now I knew that from the get-go these massive tanks on the outside would only be enough to get us so far into our orbital ascent, into our escape ascent, I guess. And then the main thing, the main rocket itself would have to take over the rest of the way. But the thing is, you know, these four have enough fuel, as you can see right there, to get us pretty high up and get us, I'd say, a decent bit of speed. I should probably stick... Okay, yeah, zooming in too close does have the effect of lagging us with the aero effects. Like, it doesn't look like we're going fast, but we are going pretty fast. And now the lag kicks in because of the effects and stuff. Excuse me. This is a big ass... Oh, I got the hiccups now. This is a big ass rocket. It doesn't need to be this big. To be honest, the main rocket itself didn't need to be as big as I built it. But you know what they say, go big or go home. So I thought, why not? And I just realized I did not engage the autopilot. And you can tell, right now it's going to start tilting. I probably engaged the autopilot at a bad time. I was supposed to engage it on the ground. Yeah, it's going to angle us over. Now the thing about this, why we're not, because we're so heavy, we're not tilting over, because the rocket jets at the bottom actually have the ability to gimbal, so they can actually adjust. They can, yeah. The engines themselves can change directions in order to counteract like it falling over. And it does also have RCS on it, and we've only burnt through 4%, well, 4 of our RCS, and I have 1,000. Sadly, you can't see it, but you know, if I scroll over them, they do pop up. And I know MechJeb's taking up the big screen in the middle, but you know, when we get into space, it won't be as laggy. It's just the fact that we've got all these aero effects on it and all that kind of stuff, and we do appear to be rolling. I'm actually kind of happy this rocket is working. I'm guessing we've reached the periapsis that we need. The apoapsis, sorry, of 120. There we go. And now we do some auto warping. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jettison them. Yeah, I'm going to jettison them now so they fall back to Earth. Kerbin, even. Right, that monopropellant is what? Swinging us... I think it's swinging us around... Yeah, looks like it's swinging us around for the maneuver, which is right there. And the maneuver will be to literally, when we reach our apoapsis, boom, it will circularize it. And by the way, I do actually have something in orbit. It's, oh shit. I'm going to miss out on the thing. There we go. I could probably blow the fairing off right now, because we are in space, as you can tell by the music. But I don't know. I don't think I will. Joe, I will cut from now to when we have fully circularized and we are ready for our attack to the moon. Alright, so we are now in orbit, and I did actually turn off MechJeb to finish off the rest of the orbit because I realized I wanted to excuse me, I wanted to make a shot for the moon, the Mun even. I've extended my solar panels, of course. I should probably get rid of that. And what I decided to do was extend us to about 430 on one side and just about 100 on the other, because what I want to do is we're going to set the Mun as a target, and I do believe when we reach this side again, so at our periapsis, we're going to shoot off and try and hit the Mun. Now the best thing to do, I guess, is to just extend this out and see what we can reach. Look at that, we've already got an orbit. Sorry, an orbit, an inclination, whatever it's called, a connection. And I do want to try and bring it as, like, where is that? Our intersection point. Is that separation? Oh, that appears to be separation. Okay, I don't want to balls this up. That looks like we're going to get too close to the moon. What would that give us? That'd give us... Oh, are you kidding me? Can we bring that down? Oh, let's actually just extend it out a bit. Till we get one. I know I'm not looking. There we go. What's that going to give us? 17. Okay, let's just raise that up a bit more. That's a bit too high. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Gives us 45. That'll do me. So what we want to do is we want to set for the maneuver. If my church wasn't being a dick outside and ringing those bells. So we're going to set for the maneuver, and we have a burn in 40 seconds. So I'm going to burn at 40 seconds, and we're just going to go for it. So ready, 3, 2, 1, burn. An estimated burn of 22 seconds. I'm perfectly fine with that. And we're also going to use this big ass rocket here on the end if it's got enough fuel left to get us into orbit around the Mun. Or I might just let it crash into the Mun. I don't know. Because this does actually have an engine itself. It has like a bigger version of a Poodle engine. So yeah, it's actually pretty good. But once this burn is done, I'm going to cut to us being around the Mun, and everything should be hunky-dory. And we are back at a majestic orbit above the Mun. Now, I will actually show you where we are real quick. We are here, right over the Mun, at 64 on that side and 61 on that side. I wanted to bring it in close. I did have like a 200 one, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I need enough fuel to like get the lander down and the lander back up. Oh, excuse me. So, what we're going to do is... we've still got fuel left in this big-ass tank. Excuse me. So I don't want to jettison it yet because I can use it to get us back. So, who should we send down? Now, it was Buzz Aldrin was the first man on the moon. So, we're going to send down Bill. Bill can be the guy who goes in the lander. So, Bill, you are going into the lander. Can you actually climb up to the lander? That is the thing. If you can climb up to the lander... no, you can't. Okay, so we need to stick on your RCS... once you let go, RCS. Oh crap. I have to remember how to do this. It's been a long time since I've launched a Kerbin into space and had him, also fly out. The door is below. No, we want to go down. Down, 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 down. Yes, silly wanker. Down. Up, 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 up. So where is the door? No, the door appears to be over there. So we want to go up. And that way up, and that way and down. Slowly drifting towards the door. I probably should have just rotated the lander. Come on, we can get close. B. F, then. And he is in the lander. So I did not mean to do that. Oh well, I guess we're going back on this engine. I screwed up. But it does not matter. I need to control this from here now. Control from here. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait until we get round to the other side. Say like... I would try and land in a crater, but I'm not that ballsy. What I am going to do is I'm going to set a target to like right there. Switch to the Mun 1 lander. So, what do we have? We've got, okay, not a lot of monopropellant, but we do have 130 liquid fuel. So, I want to tap on the RCS real quick. I just realised, doesn't matter, this thing does not have any RCS on it. So, which way have I set? No, I want to set it retrograde, because I want to go down. So, do you know what? Right here, we will set a thing that will drop us pretty much right there onto the planet. And how long have we got to burn for? Nobody knows, because we haven't activated the engine. Let's activate the engine then. Yep, that did not work, because I don't want to kill myself right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to like put away from the ship real quick, because I don't want to damage it on my way down. So this is me trying to figure out the controls right now. No, no, no. What am I doing? Let's point... no, let's point inwards. Radial in. There we go. And we're just going to put a little way. Yeah, activate any time now. We're just going to cut that off real quick because I don't want to use too much of my fuel. Which I guess I haven't. Hey, that's awesome. So that actually knocked us out of orbit a little bit, as you can see. Right, so let's point ourselves right here. And literally, we've just got to... In fact, we can start burning now. Because we've got a minute to burn. So they should have passed us. There they go. See you later, Bob and Bill and Ben and the Flower Botman. Now, obviously, because I'm in a like an arch, and I'm pointing basically directly down, it's not going to slow me down. I want to actually point the way I'm going, but I'm just going to point inwards right now to try and just make it look pretty, I guess. Because what is it? How long until we reach the surface? Not long, and we're traveling. Where's the surface? We're traveling at 300 and whatever. So, in fact, I should point retrograde. I think is the place I want to be pointing, and we're just gonna like max the engine, stop the engine, 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 max the engine, stop the engine. But you know what? I will jump back when we are closer to the surface. Okay. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. We're traveling too fast, and I didn't give it enough fuel, so I doubt we're going to live this. Yeah, we're not going to live this. I'd like to point out, pretty much my second ever attempt in my life to land something on the moon. Yeah, we're traveling too fast, and because you can't use a parachute, I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to get this lander off the planet. Off the moon. The moon. Yeah, how are we from... We're 100 and... Yeah, we are... we're coming in a bit steep. But I'm actually... Oh, we might have enough. We really might have enough. If I can slow us down to 20 meters per second, that should be fine. Like, I'm pretty sure the landing struts can take 20 meters a second. Okay, we're almost there, we're almost there. I'll leave it there. I'm going to do some put-puts. Some little... Alright, give us a big one. Give us a big one. We are apparently... no, we're not... Right, I do not trust that altimeter. You've kind of got to use your shadow. So where's our shadow? I think that's our shadow right there. You've got to use your shadow because the this thing up here, the altimeter, is set for sea level. So you've kind of got to use your shadow and just work it from there. And 5 meters a second should be good enough. Oh, I almost sent us back into orbit then. Alright, now I'm just going to go for a slow put burn. Slow it. Slow it. Slowly. Slowly. Touchdown! I was going to say the bagel has landed. EVA, you lucky bugger. Bob Kerbin. First Kerbal on the moon. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I had no idea I was going to do this. Job, plant as a flag. Plant me a bloody flag. And that flag shall say... Site name. First landing. The plaque shall say, we not feckin', we feckin' did it. Boy. Boy. I almost put boyo then. That is how you land on the moon. No, I'm not even going to try and take him off this episode. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, mwah, I can't believe we did it. And we've still got a little bit of fuel left to spare. I could take a service sample. To be honest, I have no idea where we landed there, and there's the return ship. I don't think we have enough fuel to get us off the planet. The moon, even. Yeah, I think we don't have enough. which is a shame because I was really hoping. Jesus Christ! Right, ready. Yeah, yeah. We've only got 40 liquid fuel and 55 oxidizers, so we probably don't have enough to get off the planet. But this has been I did not think that rocket would land and even work, to be honest. I'm surprised. I'm impressed. I'm happy you guys were here to see this. So, remember, this was the testing grounds. We've got to do this properly in the career mode in, like, fucking God knows how long until he gets enough parts to build even a rudimentary lander. But thanks for coming along today, guys. You know the drill. Like, share, and subscribe. If there's anything you want to see me do in Kerbal Space Program, please put it in the comment section down below. But until then, thanks for coming along, and as always, stay awesome.